Ethan Cole lived in the heart of New York City, where the lights never slept, yet he found himself wasting every hour. Days were lost to parties, scrolling through endless feeds, and careless choices. One morning, he overslept and missed a critical job interview that could have changed his career. That crushing failure shook him deeply, and he stood in front of the mirror questioning his life. For the first time, he admitted that time was slipping through his fingers. Looking at the clock, he whispered to himself, "I can't keep living like this. I'm done wasting my life." On a late-night train ride home, Ethan sat slouched, drowning in regret, when an elderly veteran struck up a conversation. The old man had a calm presence, yet his words cut sharper than steel. "Son, time is the only thing you can't get back. Every second wasted is a piece of your future buried." Those words sank into Ethan's soul like an arrow. For the rest of the ride, he couldn't shake the thought. He realized that he had no plan, no structure, no discipline. That conversation with a stranger planted the seed of transformation in his restless heart. The next morning, Ethan marched into a bookstore and bought a journal. It wasn't just paper, it was a fresh beginning. That night, he wrote down 3 goals: improve his health, build his career, and repair his relationships. Instead of waking at noon, he forced himself out of bed at 5 a.m. His friends laughed at his new phase, mocking his discipline, but Ethan didn't care. Every sunrise gave him a sense of power he had never felt before. Each small victory built momentum, showing him that change was not only possible but already unfolding. But transformation was never a straight road. Ethan slipped back into his old patterns. Netflix marathons tempted him, late-night parties lured him, and his phone still drained hours of his day. One evening, frustrated with himself, he grabbed a marker and scrawled a note on his bedroom wall. "Every second counts." That phrase became his anchor. Every time he wanted to waste another hour, he looked at it and remembered his promise. Slowly, he began to resist distractions and fought for discipline. This battle within became his toughest war, but also his greatest breakthrough in reclaiming his time. With his renewed mindset, Ethan applied for an internship at a startup in Silicon Valley. During the interview, he didn't just talk about his degree. He spoke about the discipline he had learned from valuing time. The CEO was impressed by his determination and hunger. Ethan was hired, not for his past, but for the man he was becoming. For the first time, he felt the reward of his sacrifice. That opportunity was proof that every early morning, every page written in his journal, and every resisted distraction was finally paying off in a meaningful way. The startup environment tested Ethan like never before. Deadlines were brutal, projects piled up, and stress was constant. His old self would have collapsed under the weight, but his new habits became his weapon. He created time blocks, used focused sprints, and stayed consistent with his routines. While others scrambled at the last minute, Ethan remained calm and efficient. His boss began to notice his discipline and trusted him with bigger responsibilities. Slowly, Ethan's confidence grew, and his work ethic inspired his colleagues. He was no longer the man who wasted time. He was becoming the man who owned it. Years passed, and Ethan's hard work finally paid off. His company offered him the chance to co-found a new project that could transform industries. He remembered the wasted years of his youth and silently promised himself never to go back. Pouring every ounce of energy into this opportunity, he worked tirelessly but with balance and purpose. The same friends who once mocked him now sought his advice. He had become living proof that valuing time leads to transformation. Ethan was no longer chasing distractions. He was chasing impact, and every second became a seed for something greater. Standing before an audience years later, Ethan shared his story as a motivational speaker. From coast to coast across the USA, people gathered to hear him speak about the power of time. His voice carried conviction as he declared, "I wasted years, but the moment I valued time, my life changed." Every second is a seed. Plant it wisely. His message touched hearts because it was born from struggle, not theory. Ethan's legacy became more than success. It was a reminder that no matter how much time you've lost, you can transform every remaining moment into opportunity and purpose.